EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Los Angeles Rams and the Detroit Lions. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
The result, a first down as a quick slant gets him 14.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, ETN. And he's got some space here. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 14-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Going for it, here's ETN. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This goes out wide for Mixon. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw again. The quick throw finds T.J. Hockenson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the counter, Etienne. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give him some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. To Mixon on the check down. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone as he's got a 1st down on that last catch. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And in for the Lions touchdown. Joe Mixon. That one's a milestone. Touchdown number 150 for his great career. And the Lions have moved out in front. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. 2nd and 4. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Back to throw here. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Moore. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. That ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got him in. Complete. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Seibert's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hand.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Rams. Jamison Williams. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams get a bit closer. The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up second down. Brings up second and 37. He'll drop to throw. A quick pass here to Godwin. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career. And why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
This goes out wide from Mixon. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Chris Godwin, a 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that's a rare bright spot in what's overall been a pretty poor showing so far. But you got to figure, when you're down a bunch, why not take some big shots? And they connect on that one.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jamison Williams with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The end result, 21 yards. Now back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The offense on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Really did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up fourth down. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out of this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
First and 10, 46-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been...
He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Jamison Williams, 91 yards. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the two-point conversion. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Back to throw again. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice game. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Finding ETN here, catching it on the out route. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He's going to let it fly.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped it incomplete.